Welcome to the Mastering the Art of Cold Emails, a simple formula for catching anyone's attention. This is a crucial lesson. You'll actually be cold emailing probably for the rest of your sales career. And one thing to note is that even if you don't go into tech sales, that knowing how to write an effective cold email is something that you can use even as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, or as anyone who is trying to get anyone's attention in a professional world, in a professional context, right? And I say that because a lot of you listening to this, you may realize that tech sales is not the right option for you, but you still want to get into tech, or at some point you want to go and start your own business or start your own side hustle. And so knowing how to write effective sales emails is something that can bring income and opportunity into your life, no matter what background you have. And so but as it relates to breaking into tech sales, the cold email is going to be an exercise. It's going to be a written exercise that every sales organization is going to give you for the most part. They'll either give you the cold email exercise or they're going to give you the mock call, cold calling exercise. And so this presentation focuses on the cold email aspect. It's usually the final exercise that they give you. And so if you get this far and then you fail to write a good cold email, you basically just don't get the offer. And so I don't want you to even be good enough. I want you to knock it out of the park, because I have seen candidates who complete this exercise and their cold email was not bad. They actually did a decent job, but they didn't do a great job. And when you are competing with, let's assume, a dozen other candidates, let's assume that for any position that you're going for, you are competing with at least 10 others. You want to make sure that you are sharp on all four corners. You don't want to leave it to chance. I don't. So that's why it is important that we have a high bar here. Let's keep a high bar of excellence. And so I'll walk you through how to develop a really strong cold email. I literally just want you to copy it. So what we're going to go over today, what is a cold email? I'll give you the top mistakes people make. I'll give you the formula, and then I'll give you the template, and then we'll wrap up. So again, cold emails are something that are going to serve you for the rest of your career. And it doesn't matter if you go into sales or not. I know folks that start their own business, start their own tech company, and they actually have to write cold emails to others so they can get introductions and start creating some sales opportunities. And so it's a really crucial skill to learn. What is a cold email? This slide is for those of you who have never written a cold email, or it wasn't a normal, natural, routine part of your prior work experience. I had never written a cold email prior to breaking into tech sales, and so I had to learn it. Basically, what a cold email is that it's a unsolicited email that you sent to someone that you've never had contact with before, meaning they don't know who you are. They don't know who your product is. They don't know who your company is. It is completely random and out of the blue. And unlike other emails, like, for example, if you meet with someone and you send them a follow-up email or a thank you email, those are warm emails. They already met you. They already know who you are. A cold email is like, I have never met you, but let's see if we can meet and start to talk about a product, a business, a service, a business, an idea, etc. So they're very prominent in the business world. And by mastering, how to write a compelling subject line, how to write a concise, body, a persuasive closing sentence, all of this is going to make a really strong impression and increase the chances of you getting a response. And here's a Giphy on the right-hand side just to illustrate the point. You're sending it to your target, you're landing the meeting, and hopefully you're getting the sale. Boom. That's it. That's all we want here. And just a little bit of context, I just want you to understand the value and importance that cold emails play in the business world. Because if I don't give you this context, it might feel like cold emails are super random and invasive, or it just, to me, I'm putting myself in your shoes, right? If you've never sent a cold email, it would feel a little bit weird or out of the ordinary. But in this world, they are super normal and a regular part of business. And what are the benefits of cold emails? So it's a way to get new leads. For a lot of businesses, they don't have humongous advertising and marketing budgets. And so that means that they don't have a way to attract people to them. So they have to go and get people interested and hooked in their product. They have to go out and find the people because they don't have that big marketing, that big advertising budget like McDonald's or, Apple or Coca-Cola have. It's also cost effective. Cold emails don't cost a thing to send. And so by doing a cold email campaign, you can reach a large number of potential customers without really spending anything aside from time. You also have broader reach because with cold emails, you can connect with anyone. Doesn't matter where they're from, where they're located, what time it is. That email is going to hit their inbox. And when they wake up in the morning and check their inbox, they're going to see the email. And so it allows for broader reach, time saving. Cold emails save time because you can literally send the same email to 100 people and none of them are going to know. It'll feel like you're sending it to them. And so that increases the response rate and increases the chances of you landing a meeting with them. Cold emails are also trackable and measurable. You'll see this when you end up getting an offer and joining the sales team. There is software that'll track when someone opens or clicks the link. It'll track the reply rates and conversion rates. And using this data, sales teams end up making really effective cold emailing campaigns that generate tons of business for them. And lastly, it builds awareness. So again, if you've never heard of the company and they don't have advertising budget, you send someone a cold email and it turns out that they're in the market for those exact software services or the problems that that software solves. Well, guess what? Now you have educated someone. Now they're aware of your product when they weren't before. And now there is at least a slight opportunity that they're going to want to talk more and talk business. Just a few things to avoid as you think about cold emailing is that, I want you to remember what I said in the earlier video about the tech world being casual. A lot of people write these emails to other people in the business world and they will include tons of corporate jargon. They'll include long, complicated, fancy words that they never actually use in real life. And it completely obliterates the whole point of writing a good cold email, which is it's simply just to hook people, get them intrigued enough to reply. That's it. We don't need to write a whole life story of all the features, benefits, etc. that your software provides. By being able to get to the point and write a short, crisp email, you actually have a higher chance of getting a response. And so the simpler your email, the better. The easier to read, the better. We're not writing a book here. We're writing just a simple email that hooks people. That's it. And so I want to give you the formula. I don't want you to try to reinvent the wheel. In fact, you shouldn't even try, especially if you're new to the concept of cold emailing. Don't try to do this your own way. Just copy this, okay? Just copy it, at least for the sake of this interviewing process and passing the final test. Just copy it, okay? So here's the formula. A personalized first line, a basic explanation of what you do plus social proof, how you do it and how you do it better, and a call to action. The email should feel personable and read and the reader should be able to quickly grasp what you do, how you do it, and how you do it better than anyone else. They should basically be like, oh, okay, this is what they do. Oh, they do it better than anyone else, it says. And it looks like some other companies are already doing it. Cool, maybe I should take this meeting. That's it. That is what we want. If we can do this, doesn't matter how busy the other people are on the other line or how important they are. If they have a problem that we can solve and we just sent them a great cold email, we got the meeting. This is proof of this concept in play. Just for context, this template, this formula was formulated back in 2017 when I was very early in my tech sales career. And I took a few copywriting classes and I learned how to write cold emails really well. To this day, I think it's one of my sales differentiators. And I eventually gave the formula to my colleagues on my team, and they ended up basically just copy and pasting my own email format, my email template, and it worked. And here's us getting a meeting. I did not send this email. My buddy, my colleague sent this email, and he was able to land a meeting with what was a really big gym, a chain of gyms at the time. Same thing here. Great. I'd love to hear more from you. It's the same email format. It works. And so here is the template. Here's what I want you to copy. It's basically here are the two subject lines that I want you to use. Use either one of them, either your company name plus their company, or XYZ idea for company, right? And here's basically it. Hi, name. Saw on LinkedIn you're responsible for blah, blah, blah. You might be interested in a tool that can help you with whatever is relevant to them. You talk about your company and how you work with several companies. You try to insert social proof. So who do you already work with that they might recognize? Just throw in, even if you throw in random names, it's better than nothing. Because if you have social proof, it lowers their guard. It says, hey, other people have already bet on this tool, have already bet on this software company. It's probably a safe bet. And so then you just give them a basic explanation of what you guys do, how you do it better than anyone else. And then you ask them for some time, and that's it. Super simple and straightforward. I don't want you to reinvent this. And here's me. I did this within 5 minutes. Again, just following the format. It's super simple, super easy to follow. This is all fictional. This is not reality. Hey, Joe, I saw on your website that you are responsible for you are the person responsible for all the projects at Quirky Construction. You might be interested in software that could potentially help you complete projects 10% faster, right? That's a little bit of a personalized first line. Saying, hey, I noticed that you in particular are responsible for all the projects at this one company, right? I know you're the right person. This email is written for you. It's personalized. Rooster Tech works with over 75 construction companies in the Bay Area, just like yours, such as Solar Roofing, Scooper Construction, and Top Masonry, to help them complete more projects on time and on budget. Again, basic social proof. I'm basically just saying, hey, tons of other companies have taken a chance on us, and we've actually helped them be more successful. Again, just throwing in the social proof. You must throw in the social proof so that it lowers their guard. And then I gave them a basic explanation of how we do it better than anyone else. We do this with a phone application that you can access anywhere. So that means even if you're in a construction site where you get no internet, you can still access your blueprints and see what needs to get completed. Boom, I just explained how we do it and how we do it better. And then and then call to action. What's the best way of getting 10 minutes on your calendar? That's it. What's the best way of getting 5 minutes on your calendar? When are you available for a 5-minute call? That is the call to action. So to conclude, again, I don't recommend trying your own template unless you already have prior tech sales experience. I highly recommend that you stick to the formula as much as possible and imitate my emails as much as you can. Yes, even the order and the flow of the email matter. Just copy mine, okay? All right. And then when you start the job and you learn how to do this and you learn the craft, by all means, go out and try and venture and get creative and try your own way. But for now, play it safe. And again, just to drive the point home, copy my template. That's all I got to say about cold emails. I'll leave the template for you in the description, and let me know if you have any questions. Again, I really want to emphasize the importance of this written exercise. If you're getting the written exercise, that means that you have gotten pretty much you are this close to getting an offer. Please do not screw it up. Copy the template and let me know how I can support you.